Today's video, close up and personal, is brought to you dedicated to one of Team Foxer's youngest fans, TJ.
Hello Britain, you belong to us now.
Don't forget to subscribe!
For anybody stopping by for the first time, firstly hello and welcome. This is my combination tool of choice, the awesome AirArms S510 FAC Extra, topped off with a Hawke Panorama scope 4x12x50, and today I'm also including or adding on the PARD 007 unit. Now it's typically a night vision unit, but you can record in 1080p daytime footage. Hey guys, it's Robin here from Team Foxer. Being very quiet because today we're back in the squirrel hide. Now, I have actually been quite busy lately. I've been out on fox patrol quite a bit, and I've also been setting up a brand new squirrel box and squirrel hide in a neighbouring farm. But I'm back in the original location, plenty of cameras set up. I've got the GoPro set up right next to the feeder, just like last time, but on sticks this time, hopefully. If I do get any and they flick off, they don't knock it over. And then I've also got a camcorder down on the floor. It's a bit overcast and I don't know if you can hear, but it has just started spitting ever so lightly. We're pretty well sheltered here in the woods, plenty of leaf on the trees, so I don't anticipate us getting wet. And the great thing about this permanent hide having a roof is it should keep any spots of rain off the equipment in here. I've been coming back and feeding this up quite regularly, and the nuts are going down every couple of days. As I've been coming here, I've seen a plethora of wildlife. I had a tawny owl nearly take my head off. I got incredibly close to a red-legged partridge, or French partridge, over by the feeder, and I have seen a couple of squirrels, one very brave one indeed, that obviously was coming for his dinner when the nut feeder ran dry. There was one on it when I got here, so everything's all set up. Got to put the magazine in the rifle and let's get cracking. So that I can be ultra confident in the rifle's accuracy, I go for the little tiny numbers here on this target. I stick a hole here through the number on the right hand side and then stick a second pellet through the exact same hole, giving me that confidence.
That's accurate.
As soon as I'd retrieved my target, I had to wait no more than a few minutes before the first hungry yet inquisitive visitor came down to have a little chew. I guess this one was the Billy Brave Balls of the bunch. Oh, speaking of which... I didn't even notice this brown hair just in shot there. You can see his distinctive ears sticking up from the bottom of the frame there as to why this squirrel looked like it was having a bit of a face-off with it. It was the squirrel I was concentrating on and waiting for it to eventually come up to the feeder. Just like the other squirrels that you'll see in this video though, this one spends a little bit of time getting used to the environment and even tests the durability of my GoPro stand there. This squirrel finally makes it up onto the feeder with a nut in mouth, and when it settles, that's usually the time to take the shot. But not wanting to rush these shots, I've got plenty of time, and it's a good job I did wait. It was there I was about to squeeze the trigger, when this one unusually decides to finish his nut in the vertical position, eating upside down. But as soon as he was settled, and again I didn't see the top squirrel there, that's the time that I took the shot. Absolutely lovely to see that the predator control on the farm is paying dividends with these young poults here, making it this far, so far. With now a couple of squirrels in view jostling for position, it wasn't too long before the second squirrel came and settled down on the feeder. The trouble is, but I think it adds an air of difficulty to the hunt, the squirrel positioned itself in front of the glass jar holding the peanuts, so I didn't want to take the shot there and risk shattering my jar. I waited for him to turn to the left. Almost immediately, and while still fiddling with the camcorder from the first squirrel I'd just shot, his mate came in and positioned himself straight on the feeder. No love lost there, I see. And you'll see in a second why I didn't take number 3 straight away, because all of a sudden I get another 2 squirrels in view, so I'm now looking at 3 dancing in and around the feed location. That was most definitely a creaky chair, not me. We got a bleeder! The third squirrel wisely retreated temporarily to the treetops, but once they get a taste for these peanuts, they just can't resist coming back down for a nibble. on 9 o'clock in the morning and it's going pretty well so far. I've actually lost count now. Bear in mind I've already shot 21 squirrels here in this wood. They're definitely being very wary. On more than one occasion there's been at least 2 squirrels roaming around the tree, and I think at one stage there was actually 3. So I had a couple in quite quick succession, which is good. I've seen that jay again, but as of yet he's not been to the feeder. I think it's about time we had a cup of tea, what do you reckon? A quick brew and then we'll get back on with the action. Using Night Sight's new Scops 35 Pro thermal unit, I thought I'd have a little look and see if we could see how many thermal signatures were laying on the floor underneath the feeder. You can see the GoPro there next to the feeders giving off quite a good heat signature, as is the camcorder to the left of shot, but all of those little heat signatures you can see directly under the feeder are all this little squirrel's mates. What is becoming more obvious as the session progresses is the squirrels are seemingly a little bit more agitated by the ever increasing body count here on the floor of the woods. This squirrel didn't seem to want to settle, although it did settle in one position for a little too long. Now, I believe that squirrel was actually called Dan, because his mate came down.
There's Dan! 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 No, he's not seeing me. I'll get him later.
This one lost some serious eye juice. This last squirrel exiting stage right here just would not settle for a shot anywhere, so we'll let that one live to fight another day. It's time to get picked up. Well, I've had worse days. Well guys, you join me at the end of another successful mission. We've actually finished up with 8 grey menaces out of the woods this morning. That takes our total in this wood alone to 29. And I think that really goes to show the benefit of having a permanent hide structure along with your feed location in the woods. Is a great way of controlling the squirrels. They get really used to it being there, therefore it's not out of place, and it's also less equipment for you to have to carry in and out of the woods when you want to set up. Don't forget to subscribe because I've been busy constructing a new location and we're going to be shooting that one in a few weeks' time. As always, if you want to ask any questions about the kit or anything like that, please check the video's description to see if it's already been answered, and also for a link to the Team Foxer shop where you can find a lot of the kit that we use on sale through Amazon. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.
Take care, stay safe, happy shooting.